Hey guys, welcome back to the gaming channel, and today I'm going to be playing a new game called Bus Simulator 18. And basically it's a game where we're a bus driver and we have to transport passengers around different areas of the city called Seaside Valley, which is a city in the game. And yeah, basically just be a bus driver and transport passengers. So I'm really excited for this, and I hope you are as well. So actually, I just created our new company called the A Express for Armaan Express. That's what I named it. And I also first did the tutorial. So that's why we have a list of objectives here, as you can see. And we get, after completing all these objectives, we get 130,000 euros as an award. So basically the tutorial was quite boring, nothing really interesting, so I just decided to do it by myself, and also just did the first objective because it was part of the tutorial. And now we're just going to continue on from here, and we're going to try and finish this set of objectives in this video. So our first objective is to paint the bus, so let's go here, and we have to go to the garage. So we basically get one bus that we start off with, so I'm going to click on customize, and we basically can just choose our colors that we want for our bus. So as you can see, we don't have many unlocked yet. That's because we've just started off. So let's just go with red. Oh, red and white doesn't look good. Let's just go with red and black. That doesn't look too bad. And see if we can put any skins. That one looks quite good. I think the blue paint splatters, that looks quite good. And we'll just leave it like that and apply. There we go. So now we've customized our bus, and now let's see if it looks better. Yep, there we go. And it's ticked off the objective. And our next objective is to create a new route. So let's just click that and click on new route. So as you can see, this is the business park area called Astra Park. And this is the area that we start off in. So here's a little map of it. And we have all these bus stops unlocked here. So I think we're going to do a route where we go from... Okay, let's go from Media Center, Astra, to Stocker Square, to Greenwich Square, to the Astra Promenade, and then to Zellerman Research Center. Okay, and then let's just click on save, and that is our new route. And now we just have to drive the new route and then expand that route and drive the expanded route. So it says it should take about 5 minutes 55 seconds, so that's a good time. Let's do that in this route in day. Quick start will keep on, keep all of these off, and yeah, let's go. Okay, and here we are, and this is our spawning point. So our bus stop is right there. So there are a few things I do like to do before actually starting to drive. So I'll show you what to do. So I like to set the retarder to 1. No, that's 2. Let me set it to 1. There. So the retarder, if you don't know, is basically just like the braking. So by setting the braking to 1, it's much easier to brake. And then I like to put the speed limiter on. Basically, the speed limiter just makes sure that you don't go over the speed limit, and it saves you from getting parking tickets. Speeding tickets, sorry. And let's put the car into drive, and the bus, sorry, and let's go. So our first stop is right here. So Media Center Astra. And we'll just stop. And there we go, perfect stopping position. And we can see everyone coming in. Here's our passengers, say hello. Yeah, and they all came in. Okay, let's close the door. And let's just check if there's any fare dodgers. There's not. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna go to the next stop now. So you can buy tickets in the game as well. So you can also, passengers will buy tickets sometimes. So if they don't buy tickets, you should just do a quick ticket check to make sure that there's no fare dodgers, basically. And fare dodgers, as you can probably tell, basically just people who try and sneak in without paying. So you do have to catch them, and I believe you will be fined quite a lot of money if you are a fare dodger and you get caught. So it is really helpful if you do catch any fare dodgers. And actually a shortcut to check for fare dodgers that I found was just to go to the main menu, and it will show you there, it will tell you there if there's any fare dodgers. It just saves you time from like checking after each stop, because we do also have a time limit. Yeah, so we're just arriving to Stocker Square. Oh dear. Yeah, you do have to be careful of pedestrians. You will get a really big fine if you do hit a pedestrian. or crash as well. So we're gonna try and do our best.
Okay, let's grab a bite to eat.
So now we're arriving into Stalker Square. There you go, perfect timing. And we have a lot of people getting off and coming on. Okay, she needs a ticket. So day regular 1. So we click day regular 1. And no change, perfect. Okay, let's go. And there's no fare dodgers, so let's continue. So now we're going to Greenwich Square, which is just around the corner. So basically, if you see like those little subtitles at the bottom, the little captions, those are basically conversations that the passengers are having. So occasionally you will hear them say some stuff. They're usually quite cheesy, just saying really random things. So if you see those little captions at the bottom, like there is just now, that's basically just some of the conversations that the passengers are having in the back. So quite a cool element actually to add, and quite entertaining as well. And it does just make it a bit more realistic. So here we are, Greenwich Square.
Right on time. Thank you.
Right on time, thank you. And not many people getting tickets, so maybe they have day tickets or week tickets, so they don't have to buy another one. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Astra Promenade is next. So yeah, it is, as you can see. I really like the graphics and the realism. It actually looks really cool, and really good as well, like the textures and stuff. Even like the trees, they look very realistic, as well as the roads. And I also like put a bit of texture like on the roads, like you can see the darker spots and the parts like some holes. Yeah, very realistic and nice. And there's some people walking on the road. It looks like a really nice town actually. Okay, we're stopping here.
Position is just perfect.
Okay, that's a bit random. They said the parking position is just perfect. I don't think you would really normally hear that on a bus. I don't really imagine people saying to the bus driver, "Oh, you have a really perfect parking position."
Thanks.
Day student 1. So I believe that student and senior tickets are a bit cheaper than regular tickets. And oh, we have a fare dodger. Okay, so let's go and find them. Oh, there we go. That was quick. And he said, "Oh no, I lost it." And as you can see, they get fined 120 euros, which is a lot of money. So you do definitely want to check for fare dodgers. Okay, next stop. Oh, a passenger needs to get off. Okay, just let them off. So yeah, you will have scenarios like that. Basically, I've heard that there'll sometimes be a passenger who forgets to go off, so you have to quickly stop for them. And sometimes passengers will leave their belongings in the bus, and you have to go give it to them. And sometimes a passenger will be blocking the doorway, so you have to tell them to move. Just makes it a bit more realistic, and I'm assuming those are scenarios that do happen in real life as well. So yeah, it is really cool that way. That they have implemented those types of things to make it a bit more interesting. Okay, next, Zellerman Research Center. And this is the last stop. So let them off. That's why I call good service, thank you. We are about a minute late, but not too late. Not too bad. And we're done. So I'm just going to end the trip immediately. And see how we did. We did very well actually, we did everything. Ooh, almost 5 stars. I believe actually we shouldn't have gotten 5 stars because we didn't make any mistakes. But anyway, so we've finished that route. So now it should be ticked off. Yep, there we go. And now we just have to expand that existing route and drive the expanded route. Okay, so now I'm guessing by the existing route they mean the first one because that's the one that we had first and it was the one that's existing. So oh dear. So let's just go to that one. I'm hoping that's the right one to edit. And okay, so it starts to Astra Promenade, goes around to Greenwich Square. So there is, from where we are now, there's not much we can do. I think let's make it a complete route around here. So we'll just have to miss out this stop. But let's go to Media Center, Astra, West Spoke, and end at East Spoke. So it's an expanded route. That will take about 10 minutes. So let's get going. So we do have our one bus, so we'll just stay with that one. And let's do nighttime this time so I can show you what nighttime's like. And we'll put quick start off as well. Basically, that means you start at the bus garage. And we'll leave all these as it is, and let's go. So yep, here we are already. The loading times in this game are very quick. So let's unlock the door here, and unlock the door here. And open the door here. And unlock there, and unlock there. So this is how you basically start the bus. I'll show you guys. So you have to make sure that you unlock the doors, because you're not allowed to drive with locked doors. So now we have to put the ignition on. So by tapping the ignition button 3 times, it puts it on. And then, like I said, I like to put the retarder on to 1, put it in drive, put the speed limiter on, and also turn on the lights for the passengers, and release the parking brake, and I think we're ready to go. Yep, there we go. So there are speed cameras around the city, which is why you do want to put the speed limit on. You don't have to, but it just makes sure they don't get any speeding tickets. And our first stop is right over here, Astra Promenade. So the first part of this route is basically exactly what I did in the tutorial. And I'm doing it at night as well, so it is pretty much exactly the same thing. 820.
Thank you. I need a few tickets.
Single, regular, 2. So actually the week tickets are the best ones, and the week regular tickets, because with week tickets, since you want to use them for the whole week, they do charge the most. So you want to get as much money as possible, which is why you want that's why you want week tickets. Oh, someone said the lights are not on. I thought I put the lights on. Oh right, yes, because it is nighttime, I should have my far lights on as well. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, as you can see that it does make quite a difference. Yeah, of course in the daytime you don't really need these, but at nighttime you should have them on, or when the weather is bad or something.
Wait, where's my bag?
Where's my bag? He's probably lost it. I think you have your low beam off. I don't know what low beam is, but I believe I have all my lights on now, so just ignore it. So actually, just to let you know that this area that I'm driving in now is just one part of the city. It's not the whole map, of course. It is, otherwise it will be really small. So this is just one area of the city. So as we complete all the objectives, we will slowly unlock more of the city. Just wait for all the passengers to board. So there are a lot of different areas that, from what I've heard. So yeah, there's the passengers having a conversation.
It blew my mind.
So let's go. Let's check for fare dodgers. No one. Okay. And let's go. And yeah, next we're going to North Spoke. And yeah, as I was saying, there were a lot of different areas in the city. There's this area, which is the business park. But there's also a lot of countryside area. And there's also like an old town, and an industrial zone, and a harbor. And also like an airport district. So yeah, there are a lot of different areas that where you can explore, and we will slowly be unlocking all those areas as we progress through the game.
This parking position is just perfect.
Yeah, another compliment on my parking position. Bit random, but I appreciate it. One ticket, single, regular 1,
Thanks.
May I have a
single, senior 1, 820.
Thank you.
There we go, thank you. And no fare dodgers. We're doing quite well with fare dodgers today. So next we're going to South Spoke. So yeah, I do really like this game. And if you are a bus driver, do let me know if this... what is he doing? He's just like skating across the road. That must be a glitch or something.
You should turn your lights on.
You should turn your lights on. Everyone's telling me about the lights. Just have one sec. From what I can see, all the lights are on. Actually, I'll just go to the cockpit menu.
So much fun.
There we go. Now all the lights should be on. That is an easier way to make sure that all the lights are on. I'm just gonna ignore it now, I think, because they keep telling me to turn the lights on even though all the lights are on. And why is there a car here?
Oh, I forgot to warn my client.
Yeah, so another scenario, basically, where there's a car blocking the busway and you just have to honk them off. There we go.
I need a ticket.
Day, regular one. 380. And I think that's it. Let's go. Oh, and we do have one fare dodger. So let's go and find them.
Where is it? I
Ah,
thought
there
I
we go.
had one.
Are they twins or something? They look really similar. Oh. Yeah, there are a lot of similar characters.
Catch the concert last night at the old sawmill.
So if you've been paying attention to the conversations, you can see there are just a very few amount of things they talk about. They've mostly been talking about the lights, one. And they've also been talking about a concert. So yeah, interesting things.
You should turn your lights on.
I don't know why everyone is telling me to turn my lights on. I've double checked and all my lights are on. I'm gonna check one more time at this bus stop here. Stalker Square.
That's what I call.
Okay, I'm just gonna check the light situation.
Let's pick up Stefan quickly and then we'll head up to the old sawmill for the concert.
Okay, I think everything's on now. Day, regular one. 380.
Thank you. Yeah, with some strange dialogue.
Oh, and we again have another fare dodger, according to the main menu, so let's go and have a look.
I thought I
Oh,
had one.
that was quick. Yeah, if you are a fare dodger, I don't suggest you, and you're trying to get a free ride, I don't suggest that you just sit right next to me, because it will be very quick to be caught. Media Center Astra. So now this is the part that we expanded. The original route just ended there at Stalker Square, so now this is the expanded part. So yeah, I am enjoying it. Let me know your thoughts about this game in the comments. Let me know if you would like me to continue with it.
My stomach.
And like I said, I will be unlocking new areas, and there are a lot of really cool missions that you have to do. So I do enjoy this game, and I think I would really like to continue the game. But let me know your thoughts about it. And there is actually a newer version of this game, because this is Bus Sim 18. Actually, I think last year, Bus Sim 2021 was released, which is basically just an updated version of this game. So I think after I finish everything in this game, then we'll move on to Bus Sim 21. But I just wanted to do this game first because I did want to kind of compare the two games. So I thought it made sense if we start with the older one first. So single senior 1.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go. And no fare dodgers. And let's go. Now to West Spoke. So yeah, we're just now, this is the same area. Now as you can see, the buildings are lighted up for the night. And we're turning right over here. And it's quite a tight turn, there we go. So yeah, now we're approaching West Spoke. I think this is like the second last stop of the route. So yeah, we're just leaving the business district now. Just behind there. So we will be expanding, like I said. And also, I did in the last video ask for you guys to fill in your thoughts about a quick survey about my channel. So I put it on my Discord server. I will put a link in the description of this video as well. It's just a really quick form, just asking if you guys could just provide a quick feedback form about how your thoughts about my channel, what games you like, what you don't like, and like what you would like me to improve, stuff like that. Looks like no one's getting on here, so let's just continue. Yeah, so do let me it would be great if you could fit in that form as well. It's really quick and it's just it'll really help me to improve my channel in the future. And this is the last stop now, East Spoke. So yeah, basically as you can see with the speed limiter, since the speed limit in this area is 50 kilometers, it basically just stays at 49 to make sure I don't get over 50. And there we go. This is the last stop. Everyone's disembarking. Bye. And there we go. We've completed the journey. So now let's go back to the bus garage to end the trip because we did start there. So it's quite close from here. Okay, so yeah, we're just wrapping up the trip. So let me know if you do like this. Once we complete this trip, we should get our 130 euros, 130,000 euros. And hopefully, basically, now we're just like one driver, one bus. But once we do start earning more money and completing more missions, we can basically upgrade our bus company. So start serving new areas and unlock new buses, and we can start hiring some drivers. So it'll be really cool. So we can basically start our bus empire. So we just have to try and get in here. This is the bus garage that we started off at. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so we're done now. So we're just going to turn the ignition off. There we go. And turn off all the lights. Oh no, that was already on. There we go. And put the parking brake on, turn the speed limiter off. And let's go. So we can exit. And yeah, we just earn extra points for ending at the bus garage. And we can see our summary. And there we go, 16,000 euros, not too bad. So we earned that from this trip. And we unlocked a new bus and a new color, perfect. Okay, so this was our route planner and perfect, we finished all the objectives. So we'll take a second for the new objectives to load and for the money to come through.
Wow,
There
that
we go.
worked out perfectly. Congratulations. I've talked
So
with
here's
the
this
municipality,
lady's called
and they
Mira.
want us
She's
to
our
expand the company,
basically our manager
hire
and
some new
instructor
people, and get
during
some new
this game.
buses. In return, they've offered us a commission for our efforts. And they've agreed to let us expand the network to the entire region north of the city center. Sounds good, doesn't it? To accomplish that, we'd better start by buying new buses. Head over to the bus shop. There should be some options available for you to select from.
Okay, so yeah, as Mira said, now we got our money, and now we're going to basically upgrade our company, so get more buses, hire some drivers, create some new routes, and as you can see, we got our next set of objectives. It's called double. So we need to just buy a new bus, hire a driver, get income on a route with the driver, and transport at least 180 passengers. And after we do that, we will unlock the northern area. So we'll unlock some new bus stops and get 40,000 euros. So that's really cool. So now after we do this, we will unlock some new areas. So I'm going to do that next video, guys. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end the video there now. So next time we're going to start buying some new buses, hiring some new drivers, and doing all that. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I will now be posting videos every week, one video per week. And I also suggest turning on notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And it would be great also if you could fill in that quick feedback form and let me know basically your feedback for my channel. And also feel free to leave any game suggestions you have. And if you want to join my Discord server, I'll leave a link to join in the description below. So yep, that's it guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Let me know what you think of this game, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.